St. Norbert ties it up with a layup from Evan Glazer, good for team leading 13 points. St. Norbert currently on an 8-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes, yet they still, and I know we're we're pounding this into the ground, but they still haven't led.
And that's very significant because of like we've also said too, multiple times, is the defensive effort from Edgewood today is just something different than what we have seen all season long. But Edgewood has to hold tough here for this last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And we're not trying to jinx them and give St. Norbert a possible lead.
Cade Ellingson at the line. Takes the lead back, 59-58. 4 different players across the 2 squads with 4 fouls. 2 of them standing next to each other, Cervelli and Glazer. 2 for 2 for Ellingson. Breaks a almost 3-minute scoreless streak for Edgewood. Hughes with his own little full court press on Gebler. Here's Harrington. Fakes the step in, bounces it to Glazer. Driving in on Cervelli. Cervelli's got to be careful, goes straight up. And Glazer gets the bounce to tie it back at 60.
Yeah, very good defense from Cervelli. He's trying not to get his 5th foul there. Just a good shot and get the friendly bounce for the big man of the Green Knights.
Ellingson bounces it to Cervelli in the lane. Guarded by Glazer, gets it back out to Trader at the top of the key. Less than 2 to go in regulation. 5 on the shot clock. Into the corner, catch, shoot, air ball for Ellingson. And a timeout called by St. Norbert. We'll stay here for the 30-second timeout. And again, just kind of resetting the implications of this game coming into the game. St. Norbert coming off of a loss, their first loss in 10 games back last Saturday. They're currently a half game behind WLC, who has off today. WLC top of the conference, 14-2. St. Norbert 13-2. A win today would put them tied on top of the Northern Athletic Collegiate Conference. Edgewood, on the other hand, looking closely at what was a tie ball game between MSOE and Dominican. With one of those teams having to lose today, they would fall to 7-9. Edgewood currently 7-9. They would move a half game above whoever loses and earn that spot, or at least currently be in that final 8 spot of those standings. Both teams with big implications if they can pull out the win. St. Norbert, on the bright side, while they want to win to get that first place spot, they still would stay in the number 2 seed with a loss, as Benedictine fell to Aurora just a few moments ago. 96 seconds in regulation. Gesh to Glazer. Back out, Gebler for the lead. He hits the 3. Carter Gebler puts St. Norbert ahead for the first time this afternoon with 1:19 to go. Hughes out to the corner. The 3 for Trader, no good. It bounces around. And Hughes swats at Glazer with the foul. And that'll send Glazer back to the line. Hughes was on the baseline, and the play we've seen so many times work tonight did not, as he passed it out to Trader for 3. And now Glazer back to the line to extend this lead.
Yeah, St. Norbert's just really holding tough again and been battling all throughout this entire game and working in their favor right now with now a 4-point lead, possible to 5. And things have just been falling apart for Edgewood in these last couple minutes, and something really you don't want to see as a fan.
A 2-possession game now. Edgewood scoreless for the last 94 seconds. A timeout, or there might have been a problem with the scoreboard, or the game clock, I should say. as Hughes was driving in, hit hard down to the hardwood. Now St. Norbert getting called over to their bench, Edgewood to theirs as well. I think if I saw it correctly, I think the game clock took a couple seconds to get started, so we'll see if they add time. Currently at 1:03 with the shot clock at 27. No, they're gonna keep it. .60 seconds, Hughes, baseline, back out, Ellingson floats it, bounces around, no good, Gash pulls it in. Calls the timeout. Gebler calls the timeout as Gash was swarmed by a pair of Eagles. Still a 5-point game. Edgewood 0 for 10 on their last 10 chances.
Yeah, just trying to find any way to battle back in this right now with the 5-point deficit, and the shots just aren't falling, and just need to collect here together as a team while St. Norbert is just playing tough, and their fans have been rowdy these last couple of minutes since the lead change, and the first time they've had the lead all game long.
At halftime, Edgewood was shooting 41.4%, currently shooting just 30% in the second half, 8 for 26. Again, 1 for their last 11 from the field, scoreless for almost the last 2 minutes. And that's given St. Norbert a time to go on the 7-0 run that they have to take this lead. A full court press for the Eagles. Austin Carlson back out on the court for Edgewood. The senior started tonight's game. Hughes double teaming with Hotaker.
Travel.
They call the travel. A travel on Carter Gebler. What a break for Edgewood. 48.1 seconds. Took a couple seconds off, but getting the ball right back underneath their hoop. Trader to inbound. Mulcair back to Trader. Hughes hands it off to Ellingson. Drives. Mulcair from the wing. It's good! Danny Mulcair for 3. Brings the Eagles back in within 2.
Well, if I recall, there was a game, the last home game for Edgewood, Danny Mulcair knocked down a 3 in clutch time. And he does it here again today, as now they only trail by 2, and just a good shot and a little bit more time than you had wished to take it off the clock for Edgewood. But really good possession for them, and cutting this lead again from St. Norbert down to only 2, and hoping for another travel call or a miscue from the Green Knights is Edgewood.
Mulcair, with just his second made basket of the game, 6 points for him. And we mentioned those bench points, almost 40 bench points for Edgewood. 65-63. But man, you got to keep the ball away from Evan Glazer. We mentioned the free throw line, and we said this was going to come to bite Edgewood back late in this game. The double bonus, the more that they have sent St. Norbert to the free throw line, the better they've gotten. Right now, they're shooting 17 of 27, which the 63% doesn't sound good. It's better than where they were at.
Yeah, it sure was. And I mean, the following is not the worst thing for Edgewood to do for St. Norbert, but then again, like you said, they've just gotten better as this game has gotten along, especially in the second half here. But Edgewood, they have 3 guys they got to keep out of foul trouble, but I don't see any of them on the court right now.
So to inbound was Nikolai, tipped out of bounds. They're saying it was off of Hardiman. It's just a few seconds knocked off. In fact, just about 1. Nikolai still looking to inbound. Gets it in to Harrington. This time tipped out by Ellingson. A few more seconds off. 3 seconds have run off of the shot clock. Everyone is here. Gebler Wide open Glazer takes the pass. Harrington immediately fouled by Cade Ellingson. That's Ellingson's second, so he can afford the foul. But right now you're sending Aiden Harrington, who's one of the better free throw shooters tonight for St. Norbert. He's 3 for 5. And with just a 2-point lead, close to making it a 2-possession game again, or a 4-point game. We'll see what Harrington can do here. He gets 2 shots with the double bonus. Sinks the first one.
Backline for Edgewood, Trey Trader, with number 20, Danny Mulcair.
And one thing that Coach Meyer had done was take out some of his players in foul trouble on that inbound so they wouldn't foul out, but now you have Trey Trader and Danny Mulcair back in. Harrington, nothing but net. And some subs in. Evan Glazer's out. Connor Pitleski is back in, trying to get some defense for St. Norbert. Inbound to Hughes. No shot clock for the last 30 seconds. Man on man. Harrington on Ellingson. Trader, top of the key. Step back. Jumped in to Nikolai. Was hoping for the foul. Didn't get it called. Foul. Ellingson. And 11.7 seconds left, a 4-point game. St. Norbert, despite not leading for almost 90% of the game, is looking like they're pulling away with this one.
Yeah, it's just coming, like you said, bite Edgewood back in the rear end here, and St. Norbert just having everything fall for them. Even their free throws.
Another made free throw. That's their 20th made free throw. And right now, when you have almost a third of your points coming from the charity stripe, despite how much they had been struggling, that's still something you can't afford in a big game like this. 10 seconds, Hughes pulls up from deep, and he gets it. Oh my goodness, this one's not over. That was NBA, that was further than NBA territory.
That's Stephen Curry range.
That's Steph Curry. That's half-court Dame Lillard territory.
Well, it was Hughes' time right there.
6.8 seconds left. A 3-point game off that three-pointer by Dawson Hughes. He just kind of threw that one up.
More like a frustration shot and still went in.
So right now in danger again. A timeout called. Both coaches trying to draw up something that benefits their team. St. Norbert looking to just not turn it over. At this point, you almost kind of, do you Hail Mary it to the other half of the court and almost force another deep three like that, or the opportunity for that, or do you try and inbound it right here and get the ball back?
You might just have to inbound it and then have a player throw it up high in the air just to waste some time off the clock, because the pressure that we've seen from these full court presses these last couple of minutes for Edgewood have been a little detrimental with that travel call, and St. Norbert was just struggling to get the ball in.
We'll see what Gary Gresh in his 17th season at the helm of St. Norbert will draw up here. Everyone is to our right. Inbound, immediately fouled by Hughes. There were 6.8 seconds left, almost a full second off the clock, 5.9. Hughes called for the foul again, his fourth, but with 5.9 seconds left, I'm not sure if he or Coach Meyer really cares about that at this point. They're just hoping that Carter Gebler misses both here. He misses the first. How about that? Gebler was a perfect 2 for 2. Now Danny Mulcair in. Mulcair and Hotaker, the two low Eagles. sinks the second, 4-point game. 5.9 seconds, Hughes takes 4 dribbles, goes from deep again. This time it's off the mark, and St. Norbert did not lead once in the first half. They didn't lead until the final 2 minutes of the second half, and they come out victorious 70-66 against the Edgewood College Eagles.